Deserve this. You know, it was before this game I started it out saying I want Georgia Tech to play great. I want them to play physical. I want them to run their stuff great. And I want you to find a way to win. I don't want to beat Georgia Tech and them play bad. I want us to beat them and they play good. So that was my mindset coming in. Um, they're a good team. You know, they're sort of like us. They haven't been able to get the wins. But when you look at them and you look at how they are orchestrated, they tough, they rebound the ball. They were missing their starting point guard, but still they played us hard. Just played us hard. Questions? No questions?
Kenny,
I like that.
I wonder if has this season helped you? I mean, like to not take wins for granted. This isn't, Georgia Tech isn't a great team. You guys are struggling. It's not what people would consider a great game. But have you, with the way you guys have played, have you learned to appreciate everyone you get more?
You know, great question. I can say it to you like this. Me personally, I don't make it about me. But I can tell you that I've been blessed to be around a bunch of winning, and I've always known this. Winning is very fragile. When you look at constantly winning games, being in a tournament, being as a player winning a national championship, as a coach winning a national championship, making the playoffs in the NBA, all that winning, sometimes you forget how fragile it is. And for me, I want these guys to figure it out. It's about them. It's not about me. And they just gave me the game ball, my first ACC win and all of that, which is great. But I want them to know that this is really about them, that they can conquer whatever's in front of them if they believe. Now, if you don't believe and you don't fight for it, you're not going to get it. But you have to believe and you have to fight for it, and you give yourself a chance, regardless of talent, regardless of all your insecurities, doubt, fears, whatever it is. If you believe in what you're doing and you put 110% in, it can happen for you.
For all those people who may not understand how fragile winning is, what would you tell them that would make them believe that this is going to be a much more regular occurrence next year?
Um, you know, I really wouldn't tell them anything knowing me. I would let them see it with their eyes. And I'm not going to say next year. I'm going to tell you that I'm building something in my mind that is going to be able to have sustained success. Next year will be better. I don't know how it could be any worse, but in the future, I'll just tell you this, that I know now, and I've always known how to put a team together that will make others want to come and be a part of it. And I hope these fans understand that this program is built on success. It's built on discipline. It's built on fight. It's built on fundamentals of the game, built on defense. And these fans over the years, since the 70s and 80s, 90s, even 2000s, they've been blessed to have great teams. And for whatever reason, it got derailed. And I pray to God every day that we can get this back on track, and I know that we will. I know God didn't take me through this journey to come back here and go lose every game. So we're going to be all right, and, we're going to figure it out. We're going to get this program back.
Kenny, they got this down to 5, about a minute and a half left. They get to 4 with about a minute, a little more than a minute. And your guys have not always responded to those situations. What do you hope they maybe take from closing it out?
I just hope that they walk away saying that, we got stops and we rebounded the ball. They got it to 5 and they were getting, 3, 4, 5 offensive rebounds in a row. And then we bounce back and we start fighting defensively, and when they miss, we start getting the rebounds. And then we got some baskets to go in ourselves. And that's what it is. It's a game of momentums. one of their players walked off the court and said Louisville was lucky. I like that. I like that. He didn't even know he said it out loud, but he was sort of talking to himself and said it. My point in bringing that up is that I want teams to walk out of here and say, we got beat, not that we were lucky. And we're going to get to that point. And that's my job, is to make sure that we understand that we're going to earn the respect of every team that walked through these doors and every team that we play against.
Kenny, would you comment on the fans? This place isn't packed, but those that are here really seem to be into it, really seem to be behind the guys, and keeping it pretty positive.
No doubt. One of the things that I never look at social media, I never look at newspapers, radio shows, any of that. I never listen or hear anything. And so when I go to games and I listen to what they do for us, I'm inspired. Now, they don't know the inner workings of what we deal with every day. So when you look at a game, and I'll just be 100% honest and give you exactly what I mean. What you're seeing in a game is 5 times better than what we're doing in practice. Imagine how frustrated I am if we go down the court 10 different times in a practice and every one of those possessions are turnovers. Imagine what I'm going through. So the games are like you're looking at them, and if you're not at practice, you're looking at them and say they should be better, they should be better. And we're looking at them saying we're fighting these kids to be competitive. And sometimes they're getting it, and then others, they're not. So I've seen growth, but I need this team, even this year, I need this team to be a team that its success comes from preparation, from practice. Not a team that plays like that and fights and does it in a game but never do it in practice. Does that make sense?
Kenny Emmanuel made his Yum Center debut. Just how would you assess his performance? And I guess not only that, the energy that he brought into the crowd, having the dunk, a few rebounds, and on defense.
Again, I love his energy. He's learning. He's not the finished product. But, man, he brings energy. He tries hard. He studies. He studies what we're doing offensively, defensively. He asks questions. Even when he's not in the game, I can hear him yelling at the guys, defend, fight, make them respect you. I hear him saying those things. What a positive way he has about himself, that you add that to a team and what he brings, not just on the court, even when he's off the court. He brings a positive energy. He is a winner, and I love that about him, and I can't wait until he gets super confident and super comfortable on the court, because it's going to bring us another dimension.
Yeah, Jalen gave you 35 minutes, 19 points, 13 defensive boards, and only 2 turnovers. Of all those stats, which one do you appreciate the most?
The 13 rebounds I appreciate the most. At pregame meal today, I said, can you please fight to make sure that we are going to be okay? Or how do you feel? I said, Coach, I feel great today. I said, okay, does that mean we're winning? And does that mean your energy is going to be a part of us winning? And he said he didn't want that pressure on him at the time, but he goes out tonight and and he plays like he's supposed to play. That just goes to show what he's capable of. And he didn't play without mistakes, but he played hard. He played desperate. Did a lot of great things out there on the court to help us win. He was a major part of us winning that game.
Kenny, I saw L gave a kid courtside his headband. He's dancing with Louis after the game. Mike James is clapping it up very loud. It just seemed like a lot of emotion. They were really kind of soaking this in. After seeing what they've gone through this year, what does that mean to you to see them get to have like a moment in front of the home crowd like that?
I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them because they worked really hard, really, really hard, and they haven't had the success that they deserve. Or that they should fight for. And to see them feel what it feels like to win, to see them be happy, to see them smiling, to see them laughing and playing music in the locker room in there. what you saw on the court, L takes and does something with a kid. To see Mike James happy, who feels like he got the weight of the world on his shoulders all the time. To see Roosevelt Wheeler come in and contribute. I mean, these are young people that are not robots, and they have emotions, and they want to please. And they're learning about themselves, and they're learning about college basketball, and they're learning about winning. They're learning about being a team. They don't have all the answers. And so when I see them go through the adversity, and then I see them go through what it feels like to be successful, even if it's for 1 minute, it's gratifying to me. It goes to show what is, and tomorrow when I talk to him again, I'm going to talk to him about imagine being that team that never loses. And I keep saying Alabama football, Georgia football. Imagine being those teams where the culture and the system is in place, and every year you expect to win every game. That's what I want to build here.